Let me ask you something. What would your life look like if you had $30,000 sitting safely in your account right now? Not in debt, not borrowed, but yours. How would you breathe? Would you still say yes to that job that drains you? Would you still feel that pressure in your chest every time you opened your banking app? Because here is the truth. $30,000 is not just a number. It is a line in the sand between stress and stability, between reacting and choosing, between surviving and finally living on your own terms. Most people never get to feel what that kind of freedom tastes like. They chase paychecks their entire lives without realizing there is a tipping point where money stops controlling you and starts working for you. That point begins around $30,000. Think back to when you first started saving. The first thousand felt impossible. You could lose it in one bad week. At 5,000, you felt safer but still one unexpected problem away from being back at zero. When you hit 10,000, things changed. You could handle a car repair or medical bill without panic. That was your first taste of stability. At 20,000, something stronger happens. You can plan beyond next month. You can start building instead of just patching holes. You have control, but your money still depends on your effort. You are still trading hours for every bit of progress. Then comes 30,000. This is where everything shifts. You are not building a safety net anymore. You are building power. You begin to realize that this amount of money does something to your mindset. It gives you options, and options are what real freedom is made of. 30,000 changes the way you see the world. Suddenly, you are not chasing the next paycheck. You are strategizing. You are not asking, can I afford this? You are asking, is this worth my freedom? You begin making decisions from strength instead of fear. That is the moment your financial journey transforms from emotional to logical. You are no longer ruled by bills and due dates. You are ruled by purpose. Most people never get to this stage because comfort gets in the way. At 20 or 25,000, they start to feel good. They buy a few nice things, take a trip, upgrade their car, and convince themselves they have made it. But what they really did was stop right before the most powerful stage of growth. 30,000 is not about comfort, it is about momentum. It is where money begins to compound, not just financially, but psychologically. You start to believe in your own discipline. You start to trust your ability to follow through. That confidence changes every part of your life. Here is what most people miss. The power of 30,000 is not in the spending. It is in the options it gives you. You can take risks that would have terrified you before. You can quit a toxic job, move to a better city, or invest in yourself without fear of financial ruin. It is not the money that makes you free. It is what that money allows you to say no to. No to the boss who undervalues you. No to the debt cycle that keeps you working weekends. No to the fear of what if. When you have that cushion, you finally start living on offense. You stop reacting to life and start designing it. That is why 30,000 matters so much. It is not about buying more things. It is about buying back your peace of mind. If you are not there yet, this is your mission. Forget skipping steps. Your first real milestone is reaching the point where money gives you breathing room, not anxiety. Because once you feel that calm confidence that comes from having 30,000 in the bank, your brain starts to work differently. You stop thinking like someone trying to escape debt and start thinking like someone building wealth. The truth is, the hardest part of wealth is not getting rich. It is learning to think rich before you are. 30,000 is where that thinking begins. Now that you know what 30,000 really represents, let's talk about what to actually do with it. Because this is the point where most people make one of two choices. They either protect it and build wealth, or they start spending it and lose momentum. The difference between those two paths will determine how free you become in the next 5 years. The first step is to create structure. Every dollar you have should have a purpose. Money without direction disappears. Divide your 30,000 into three main jobs: protection, growth, and opportunity. Start with protection. This is your safety foundation. Keep 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account that you never touch unless it is a real emergency. That money is not meant to make you rich. It is there to make sure one bad month never ruins everything you worked for. Peace of mind is the return you earn on that account. Next comes growth. This is the part that builds your future. Begin putting money into assets that quietly multiply over time. Index funds, ETFs, and retirement accounts are great tools because they let your money grow automatically while you focus on improving your income. Even a 10% return on $30,000 is $3,000 a year, and that growth compounds year after year. You are planting seeds that will feed your future self. Then there is your opportunity fund. Keep a few thousand set aside for things that create more value in your life. This is not spending money. It is investment money for learning, tools, or experiences that pay you back. It could be a course that teaches a skill, a small side business, or equipment that helps you earn faster. Every dollar here should increase your income or your time. Once those three systems are in place, automate them. The moment your paycheck hits, your money should move on its own. A portion goes to savings, a portion to investments, a portion to opportunities. You do not think about it. You do not debate it. You build wealth automatically. The reason automation works is because willpower fades. Systems do not. They make you consistent even on the days you are tired or distracted. Wealth is not built by huge one-time decisions. It is built by hundreds of small, automatic ones that stack over time. If you are not at 30,000 yet, your plan is the same, just scaled down. Focus on building momentum. Find ways to earn a little more and spend a little less for the next few months. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Every time you move money into savings, you are casting a vote for your future self. When you finally cross the 30,000 mark, something happens that you cannot measure on a spreadsheet. You start seeing the world differently. You are calmer. You make choices slower. You stop chasing every opportunity that shows up and start choosing the ones that align with your long-term goals. You think like an investor, not a consumer. At this stage, you will feel temptation. You will want to reward yourself, buy nicer things, or take a vacation to celebrate. That is fine, but do it with intention. Spend a small amount to enjoy your progress, then get back to building. Because if you treat 30,000 like a trophy, it will disappear. But if you treat it like a foundation, it will change your life. Remember this, money does not buy happiness, but it absolutely buys freedom. The freedom to say no, the freedom to walk away from what no longer serves you, the freedom to choose how you spend your time. That is what 30,000 really buys. So whether you are saving your first 1,000 or managing your first 30, keep your focus simple. Protect what you have, grow what you earn, and use your money to create more freedom, not more stuff. Because the moment you realize that money is just a tool, you stop chasing it and start mastering it. If this video helped you see your financial journey differently, hit like, leave a comment about where you are on your path, and subscribe for more. This content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice.